Welcome to Muse VR. If you have already heard the directions, go ahead and start the program. If not, please listen to these directions. Muse VR is a virtual reality application meant for people, primarily students, wishing to gain experience practicing conducting an orchestra. To use the program, pick
Okay, so like this, you just do this conducting pattern for a while. After about 2 minutes, I believe this time, pause the play.
As my friend Luke would say, time to go back into the real world. Here I am, standing in space. You can see I've got all the planets up here, and I've coded it so that when I move my thumb around on the D-pad, I'll zoom and I can move around and look at all the planets. It always reminds me of that scene in The Martian where Matt Damon pokes a hole in his pressurized glove and he's like, "I'm Iron Man, I can fly." So it's really the only way to move around space if you have the option. You can see over here, I've put the sun in the center, as it is in real life, with all the planets orbiting around it, as they do in real life. So here, if I want to learn more about the sun, I can fly over and click and hear a nice sun-themed song as I read facts about the sun. And then once I'm done with that, I can use this switch on the side of the controller to pause the planet's orbits. And then I can fly over to Mercury using my Matt Damon skills and read some facts about Mercury, hear a song about Mercury.
So we are in the dietary simulator and we're trying to eat and get all of those error values to 0 to be healthy. So let's start. So here we have, you can eat stuff there. There's a bunch of food. There's a trash can. And we're trying to get the middle bar to all look green, and we're trying to get fluids to look blue because, water. So we're going to actually start off with drinking some water. And you can see now, pretty simple concept. You put stuff in and it changes the color to get closer to what you want. So we can now eat a pineapple, and that has a lot of sugar, but it's filling up a couple other things as well. So now we can just, eat whatever we want, put in whatever we want, like chicken. We can put some chicken in, and here we have a little bit more progress, and we can eat some sausage, try and get it all green. And you can see that we aren't quite there with fluids, so let's just drink some wine, by the bottle, as you do. And that looks pretty good, except for the protein, which, you can never have enough, right?
Hi, I'm Gelsey and welcome to Suture Tutor. On the left here we have a timer as well as a suture pad, and on the right here we have a table with different medical instruments. And as you can see, there's an instruction piece up here, and it says that I first need to take a disinfectant wipe from the container, and I do that here. And now I'm going to bring the disinfectant wipe to the dirty suture pad here, and it disinfected it, and I just throw it in the trash can. And now my second instruction tells me to pick up the needle with the forceps, and it gives you a combined model here. And now with this combined model, if you press the D-pad, while you're touching the suture pad, you can suture up the wound. And here it is. And now if you mess up while you're trying to suture the wound, you can go back to the table and pick up the scissors and erase what you did. Thank you, and that's all.
as you're driving forward, you'll see that the corn should get deleted as you drive. Turning. As you can see, there are multiple rows of corn.
It's a painting simulator. It's not a game, it's an interactive simulator, okay? This is a game simulator in which you can just paint stuff. So you can like hold down the grip and you can paint anything. And it's designed to be like your imagination. That's why there's this amazing 2D graphic here. There's this amazing 2D graphic that encourages you to be very creative, as you can see. So, basically, it just instantiates a bunch of balls, paint models, as we talked about. And, like, you can flick the D-pad, as we talked about earlier, and you can like make different colors. And is that you have like these holographic models. So you have this little person, and you can paint on the person. So it's a model. So like if you want to know how to paint a Captain American shield, you could just choose your color, and you can paint. I'm going to make it a little golden star. So now the Captain America shield has a golden star. And I think the last thing that we can talk about is the scale system. So just like you cycle through the colors with the D-pad, you cycle through the different sizes, the different scales with the grip, and it's
Raise my hand and it shuts up. And they all shut up. Oh, go visit them. As you can. It has a brick for a minute. And Moby Dick. Thank you. Marked. And I think that's going to go in the American Classics over here. So we're going to throw it in. I'm a bad librarian. Oh, back in.
After 10 seconds, that's it up, and you did, and then you boom, on the side, and then you teleport back down here. Then you will climb by grabbing onto the handles, and you can hear that you have an auditory trigger to let you know that you have, in fact, grabbed onto the handles here. Then you grab onto them and touch the top in order to teleport back up here.
Watching this late at night in your bed, probably grading this. I wish you a good night's sleep. You know, real comfortable. As you can hear. All right. So I'm gonna play the game, right? And I have my setting per se. It is very loud in here, but that's okay. And then the steering wheel turns. I have the steering wheel turning, which changes the camera wheel. I have the steering wheel turning. The steering wheel turning per se because the trigger is pressed and the rotation of the Z-axis of the controller turns the steering wheel, which in turn turns the car. It's like a huge transitive property. Just
But to a sense,
when you start, you're surrounded by fire. To extinguish it, you need to use your hand sense to shoot water at it. And you do that by hitting this button right here, or this one. And that will Slowly, each of them will go out. And if you have to move to one that's further away, what you do is you point the controller down in the direction that you want to go, and you use the trigger, and that'll move you over there. After it's done, you still need to find a way out of the trap building. So you need to run along the wall with your hand stack and find which of these walls is weakest from the fire damage. And that one looks to be it.
Okay, so you start outside and you have your handsets, and to walk, you just use your right handset and you just push forward or backward on the D-pad to move forward. So the door opens and you can hear the door opening sound, and you're in the waiting room, so you can walk around, and then you can go to the doctor's office. And it's fine, and if you ever come back, you can. And then you go to the radiology room, and it says pull the X-ray down slightly above the broken leg. So get the X-ray, and you turn it above his leg, and you go back here, give him an X-ray. It's kind of high up. Press to start the X-ray, and then it shows up on the screen. And if you want to zoom in, tap on it, and there's the big.
When you start, you can see the attacker health and right here in your hand. You can see that until you touch the wall, and he is right there. How's it moving? Well, so when you hit him with the bottles, so he gets really aggressive towards you, and you can throw things at him, and you can see that the health goes down until his health is completely down to 0. And when it gets to 0, he disappears. So that's basically the premise of the game.
Okay, so I have this red pin which I can draw with on the blueprint by holding down the D-pad. When I want to make a shape, like a cube, I will hold down the D-pad and press the trigger, which will spawn a red dot. And then I'll spawn one in the other corner. When I spawn one here, it will understand the distance between this one and this one by subtracting and finding that this is the middle of the cube. I'll click here and it spawns a cube like this, which I can use to build with over yonder. And I can continue to do that like this. And whenever it's in between, I can say with that size, I do one that size.
Well, here's my game. Welcome to my basketball simulator. This quickly just gives you a few tips on how to shoot the ball properly. You want to maintain a right degree. Charlie, please don't. So you want to follow balance, elbow, elevate, follow through. And then once you want to start the game, you grab the doorknob and then boom, here. So we have a ball on the ground. All right, we're just gonna shoot a few shots, and I missed.
With my project, you're allowed to switch to a wide array of weapons with the VR, with the premise of, police simulation, etc. Of course, or less. And not all the weapons are currently, but it's enough to be its own game. Additionally, when I get into the territory, these guys will start to run it. And I animated all those myself. Of course.
Doing it is you pick up this bow, you can pick up the arrows, pull back, fire, and if you different score depending on where you hit. Like if you hit on the outside of it, it'll give you 1. You know, inside of it, it'll give you more. Yeah, it's a bow and arrow simulator.
And you see my 2 swords. Alright. Gotta make that load. Looks like the batteries are dead. Yep, there it goes. Here you see the monster. And that's what's going on. We're just hitting the monsters. And after I hit them, they go back to their start position. There you can see the disco going on in the church.
Try and make my way across this gap.
Yeah, I got it.
You know, so just if you copy the link,
Barely. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's hard to.
There you go. Now I got.
Implemented. I didn't actually make a fire. It's just from this ocean in the land. But basically the goal of my game, I focused mostly on graphics just because that's what I was better at. But the goal of my game for simulation is you have 2 victims. One is you, so right now, where I'm looking at the you have 2 victims. One is where the controller should be, and you have a beam across the leg. So basically what it's going to do is just move it off of the victim and just move it out of the leg. And then the rope is
teleported instantly there. So as you can see, Porter's a nice little makeshift house. You know, we've got a lot of people hanging out all around there. It's on a random timer, so we won't waste that. It will be like this is the same as last every time. And then there's also where we can do thunder sounds. Thunder, everything, the lightning cracks, and then we got that nice place there.
Here you see this like translucent screen almost, which is basically it's attached to the 2-dimensional camera, and you see I can pass my hands through it. So when I press the grip here, right here, it'll move, and then it hits a boundary and comes back. And you can see as it goes back and forth, and intersects the cube. Sphere. I can't. It's too far away. And then when I press the D-pad, I have a bunch of objects. So yeah, that's